Welcome to Cortburg Speaks Retirement, an audio podcast about investing in the stock market, financial planning, money management, and retirement planning. Each Wednesday, we help investors at all stages of life learn how to potentially grow and preserve their money from first job through retirement. Now here's your host, Miguel Gonzalez.
Good morning and welcome to the Cortburg Speaks Retirement audio podcast. On this week's audio podcast, I measure your retirement savings knowledge by offering this brief quiz. All you need to do is answer true or false. So, how much do you really know about your employer-sponsored retirement savings plan? If you're like many people, you have many ideas about how your plan works that may or may not be entirely accurate. To gauge your knowledge, take this brief quiz. Are the following statements true or false? First question. Even though I am young, I should still make saving for retirement a priority. The answer to this is true. Because of the power of compounding, your youth is actually one of the best reasons to start contributing now. Compounding is what happens when your plan contributions earn returns, and then those returns produce earnings themselves. Over time, the effect can be dramatic, and the younger you are, the more time you have to let compounding work for you. So even if you're struggling to balance rent and food with car loans and school loans, try to contribute even a small amount to your retirement savings plan on a regular basis. Another question, if I work 2 jobs, each with its own retirement savings plan, can I contribute twice the maximum limit on a pre-tax basis? The answer to this is false. The maximum amount that you can contribute to 401k and 403b and SARSEP plans in 2022 was $20,500 plus any catch-up contribution if you're age 50 or older, up from $19,500 back in 2021. If you contribute to more than one plan, you're generally responsible for making sure that you do not exceed these limits. If you do exceed the annual limits, you need to request a refund of the excess contribution amount or report the excess on your tax returns in both the year that the contributions were made and the year they are withdrawn. If you're lucky enough to participate in a 457B plan as well as one of these plans listed above, you may be able to contribute a total of $41,000, $20,500 for each plan in 2022, plus a catch-up contribution if you're eligible. Another question, once I join my plan, I could set it and forget it. Well, this is false. Your plan decisions are not a one and done deal. Once you join your plan, determine your contribution amount, and choose your investments, you can feel confident that you've taken some smart first steps. However, any successful retirement savings strategy depends on regular reviews and periodic reviews to keep up with your changing lifestyle. Another question I get all the time. All the money in my retirement savings plan is mine to keep from day one. Well, this may be true, but maybe not. Your own contributions to the plan and any earnings on those contributions are always yours to keep. However, contributions made by your employer, as well as any associated earnings, may be subject to a vesting schedule. Some plans allow you to become fully vested in your employer contributions immediately, while others require you to earn rights to the employer contributions over a period of time up to a maximum of 6 years or until you reach the plan's normal retirement age, whichever comes first. You can find details about your plan's vesting schedule in your plan highlights or summary plan description. Another question, employer matches on my Roth contributions go into my Roth account. Well, this is false. Employer contributions always go into your pre-tax account, regardless of whether they match your pre-tax contribution or your Roth contributions. So any employer match on your Roth contributions and the earnings on those matching contributions will always be subject to income tax when distributed from the plan. However, you may be able to convert your employer's matching contributions to Roth contribution if your plan allows. If you do, they'll be subject to income tax in the year of the conversion. But a benefit of the conversion is that future qualified withdrawals of those contributions and associated earnings will be tax-free at the federal and possibly state level. Another question, because I contribute to my employer-sponsored retirement plan, I cannot contribute to an IRA. That question is false. Your contributions to your employer-sponsored retirement savings plan have no effect on your ability to open or contribute to either a Roth or traditional individual retirement account IRA. However, your and your spouse's participation in an employer-sponsored plan may affect your ability to deduct traditional IRA contributions on your tax returns, depending on your filing status and income. Roth IRA contributions are never tax deductible. Another question, a plan loan is always a good idea because you pay yourself back with interest. This is false. If your plan permits loans, they typically should be considered as a last resort. Although that is generally true that your loan repayments go back into your account, there are several negative consequences to consider, 5 to be exact. One negative consequence is the money you borrow wouldn't be working for your future. Any money you take out of your plan will diminish the compounding potential in your account. Negative number 2, you may not be able to save anything extra while paying back the loan, because you will have to make required loan payments, and you may be tempted to decrease or suspend your contributions entirely until the loan is paid off. Negative number 3 of the loan, the interest rate you pay could be lower than what you might be able to earn on the money if it remains invested. Therefore, even though you are paying interest into your own account, you would be losing out on that additional earning potential. Negative number 4 of taking a loan. If you leave your job, the loan may need to be repaid in full by your tax return due date, including extensions. Alternatively, the loan could be considered a distribution, and you would be ending up owing taxes and a possible 10% penalty on the outstanding taxable balance. And negative effect of taking out a 401k loan, number 5 and last, is a loan defeats the whole purpose of your choice to participate in an employer-sponsored savings plan in the first place. That choice is one of the best financial decisions you can make. So why derail that smart move by taking money out of your account now? So when you're facing a financial need or even a crisis, a plan loan can seem tempting. However, after weighing the pros and cons carefully, you may conclude that a plan loan is not worth the long-term risk. This is one of the main reasons why financial professionals recommend having at least 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses set aside in an emergency savings account so you can stay on track in other areas of your financial life when an unexpected need hits. And last question, 2 more. I'm going to give you 2 more. If I'm nearing retirement, I should move all my money into conservative investments. This is generally false. Although it typically makes sense to gradually shift your asset allocation away from more aggressive investments as you age, it usually is a good idea to keep a portion of your portfolio in stocks to help maintain some growth potential in your plan. One of the biggest risks retirees face is the risk of losing purchasing power due to the rising cost of living or even running out of money altogether. So maintaining some stock investments, even during retirement, can help your portfolio stay ahead of inflation, although there are no guarantees. However, these are just general guidelines. Your asset allocations depends on your unique circumstances. And the last question for this quiz, fortunately, I do not need an expert. Well, this is true. Regardless of how you did on this pop quiz, you can take comfort knowing you do not need to be an expert to take the maximum advantage of your retirement savings plan. You just need to familiarize yourself with your plan's features, review your plan contribution levels and investments every so often, and consult your plan materials for any specific questions. In retirement plan investing, a little knowledge goes a long way. Make sure to visit our website, www.cortburg.com. Our site is filled with educational videos, ebooks, publications, and financial calculators designed to help you learn more about your finances. As you search our site, send us a note regarding any questions you may have about any particular investment concepts or products. Also, send us a note how you did on this quiz, and we will get back to you quickly with a thoughtful answer. This is Miguel Gonzalez, Certified Retirement Counselor and Managing Partner with Cortburg Retirement Advisors, signing off for this week's educational podcast.
The opinions expressed and material provided are for general information and should not be considered a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Opinions expressed are subject to change without notice and are not intended as investment advice or a solicitation for the purchase or sale of any security. Please consult your financial professional before making any investment decision. Securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through Private Advisor Group, LLC, a registered investment advisor. Private Advisor Group, LLC, and Cortburg Retirement Advisors, Inc. are separate entities from LPL Financial. Investing involves risk, including possible loss of principal.